Woodanilling is located in the Great Southern region of Western Australia. It sits between the larger towns of Wagin to the north and Katanning to the south. Sadly, the Woodanilling Tavern is now permanently closed, which is quite a blow to the town. The first European contact with the area was probably Captain Bannister, who passed through on an expedition to the south coast. He was followed by John Septimus Roe, and then by Alfred Hillman. Governor Stirling, who was always on the lookout for land to fill up his enormous grant of 100,000 acres, came through the area to look at it for himself. He was then followed by Henry Maxwell Lefroy and Henry Landor. Although these explorations all took place before 1843, it was a long time before the first settlers arrived. Elijah Quatermain grazed sheep in the area from about 1850, and in 1852 Edward Hammersley took up a pastoral lease on the Bedford River, but it was sandalwood that first drew people to the area. Originally known as Yarrabin, the town site was surveyed and gazetted in 1892 as Woodanilling. The name originates from a spring on the Boyereen Creek, about a kilometre south of town. The name is Aboriginal in origin and could relate either to the bronze-winged pigeon or to minnows in the water. Originally nothing more than a railway siding, the first inhabitant of the town was a railway ganger named Harry Stevens. There was no station master to start with, and all the mail was simply dropped by the tracks for anybody who was passing by to sort out. Mrs. Stevens voluntarily took on the job of looking after and sorting the mail, and eventually her services were officially recognised and she was awarded a wage. The town's first hotel was built in 1900, but the one you see today was built in 1908. A road board was established in 1906. By this time there were a number of buildings in town, including a blacksmith, wheelwright, 5 general stores, post office, banks, hotel, hospital, school, bakery, church, barber, boarding house, saddlery, shop, railway station, and the first trotting track outside the Perth metropolitan area. One of the oldest buildings in town, in fact in the whole area, is the general store, which also acts as the post office. It was built in 1880, and as it is the only one still operating in town, it outlasted 4 other competitors that once supplied goods to more than 800 people. In April 1920, there was a mini gold rush when someone claimed to have found a nugget. When no other gold was found, everything settled down again, and the fact that the original strike was made on April the 1st may have some significance. There is a self-contained 72-hour rest stop in Woodanilling, located at the sports ground for self-contained RVs. A small donation is requested for these overnight stops. There is a black water dump point and potable water available. It's a nice quiet place to stop, and is walking distance from the main area of town. There are some interesting attractions located within the Shire, including Quirrirup Lake. When the water levels are high enough, this is a recreation area used for water skiing and swimming. Most of the time though, it's just a pleasant picnic spot and a place to check out the local wildlife. There are toilets, barbecues, shelters, seats, tables, and untreated water. On the way to Quirrirup Lake, you'll pass Kenmare Hall. The hall has been nicely restored and contains some interesting historic information about the area. Toilets are also available here. Quirrirup Lake is listed as an overnight campsite on Wikicamps. Another good overnight rest stop is Woodanilling Pool. This is located west of town, near the corner of Robinson Road and Albany Highway. The pool is best reached via an unsealed track leading along the river from Martup Pool Rest Area, along the Albany Highway a little south of Robinson Road turnoff.